Hey, how are you doing? There's an ancient samurai practice so intense that few could fully master it. We're talking about something that goes far beyond the sword, far beyond technique. It's about conquering the most powerful enemy you've ever faced, yourself. What I'm going to show you today has completely changed my perception of discipline, courage, and inner power. And if you're one of those who isn't content with the superficial, who seeks the true knowledge behind the legends, you're in the right place. Stay with me until the end because this journey will be worth every second. And if this resonates with you the same way it resonated with me, I'd love to have you join me on this quest for ancient wisdom applied to the modern world. Oh, and down in the comments, tell me, were you already familiar with this practice? Or do you have a discipline that has transformed your life? I want to hear your story too. Ready? Let's go. Hook. The terror every morning before dawn, the samurai performed a ritual so terrifying that most modern men would refuse to do it even once. This practice wasn't sword play. It wasn't physical training. It was a psychological discipline so intense that it fundamentally rewired how warriors processed fear, death, and existence itself. The revelation, the practice is called Shino Kakugo, preparation for death. And according to the Hagakure, the secret text of the samurai, every warrior was instructed to begin and end each day by vividly imagining their own death in graphic detail. Shot by arrows, cut down by blades, burned, drowned, crushed, every possible way they could die. The Western contrast in the modern West, we avoid thinking about death at all costs. We hide it, medicalize it, push it away. The samurai did the opposite. They forced themselves to mentally die dozens of times every single day. And this created something modern psychology has only recently begun to understand: psychological immunity to fear. Point 1, the morning death. The first principle, begin every day already dead. The Hagakure states, the way of the samurai is found in death. Before eating, before training, before speaking to anyone, the samurai would sit in silence and methodically visualize their death that day. Not abstractly, specifically. They would imagine the blade entering their body, the sensation, the final breath, the moment of letting go. The psychological mechanism. Here's what modern neuroscience has discovered. When you repeatedly expose yourself to a feared stimulus, even in imagination, your amygdala desensitizes. The fear response weakens. The samurai understood this centuries ago. By dying mentally every morning, they robbed death of its power to control them. Point 2, the 7 deaths. The second principle, contemplate 7 different deaths. The samurai didn't just imagine one death. They visualized 7 distinct ways they could die that specific day. Combat, accident, disease, betrayal, natural disaster, assassination, ritual suicide. This wasn't morbid, it was strategic. By confronting every possibility, nothing could catch them unprepared. Point 3, the acceptance. The third principle, accept each death completely. This is where most people misunderstand the practice. The samurai didn't visualize death to prevent it. They visualized it to accept it, to make peace with it. When you truly accept that you could die today, something radical happens. You stop living in fear. You start living in presence. The freedom. The samurai discovered what Stoics later called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. When the worst thing you can imagine is death and you've already accepted it, what else is there to fear? Failure, embarrassment, rejection? These become nothing, trivial. The samurai walked through life already dead, which meant they were truly free. Point 4, the evening death. The fourth principle, end every day by dying again. Before sleep, the samurai performed the ritual again. They reviewed their day and visualized dying in moments where they could have died but didn't. This reinforced gratitude. Every day survived was a gift. Every sunrise was borrowed time. This created an intensity of appreciation modern men have lost. Point 5, the decision clarity. The fifth principle, decide as if already dead. When facing any decision, the samurai asked, if I were to die in the next moment, which choice would I make? This eliminated ego. It eliminated status anxiety. It eliminated the fear of what others think. The only question became, what is honorable? What is true? The modern application. You don't need to be a warrior to use this. Imagine you have a difficult conversation tomorrow. Before it happens, sit quietly. Close your eyes. Imagine you die before that conversation happens. Feel it. Accept it. Now imagine having that conversation. Notice how the fear dissolves. When you've already died, what's there to lose? Point 6. The life intensity. The sixth principle. Living with death creates life intensity. The samurai didn't practice death meditation to become depressed. They did it to become alive. When you know each day could be your last, you don't waste it. You don't scroll mindlessly. You don't have petty arguments. You don't delay what matters. You live. Point 7. The invincibility. The seventh principle. He who has died before death cannot be threatened. This is the final realization. When you've mentally died every morning for years, you become uncontrollable. No one can threaten you with loss because you've already lost. No one can manipulate you with fear because you've already faced the ultimate fear. The practice, how to begin. Here's how to start. Tomorrow morning, before anything else, sit for 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Visualize dying today in one specific way. Not vaguely, vividly. See it, feel it, accept it. Then open your eyes and notice. You're still alive. You've been given today. Now live it like someone who knows it could end at any moment. The final truth. The samurai understood something profound. Death is not the enemy. Fear of death is the enemy. And the only way to defeat that fear is to face it directly, repeatedly, until it loses its power. This is the most dangerous practice because it challenges everything modern culture teaches about avoiding discomfort. But it's the most powerful because it creates genuine freedom. The samurai called it preparation for death, but really it's preparation for life.